Good afternoon. Welcome to Midcap Radar. I'm Sumaira Abdi, and with me is my colleague Reema Tendulkar. Hi, Reema. It's turning out to be quite a newsy afternoon, actually. But for the market, we're just about down, about 40 odd points in the Nifty. The Sensex is down about 150 points. And while if you look at the intraday graph, we are off of the highs. But given the way that our global peers have performed, I'd say it's not a bad day at all.
Absolutely. Let's pull up the European market, for instance. Just started trading, and straight away they're down close to about 1.5% on the French, the CAC, as well as the FTSE. So that should come up for you on your screen. So extending losses from yesterday, taking cues from the global markets. In fact, so far this year, the CAC, that's the French index, has lost close to about 11.5%. So compared to the Asian and the European market, our performance with a cut of about 0.4% and the Midcap index in the green is not bad at all. Let's invite Ashwini Gujral to take stock of the market technicals. Ashwini, from the last time we spoke, it's gotten a little better for our markets. Any more stocks that you would like to add on the long side? You were earlier referring to the tech stocks.
Yeah, I think tech stocks have corrected appropriately, and even the rupee appreciation cannot take them down. That's number one sign that things are likely to turn around. The moment there is a bit of weakness, we are at this 69.50, 70 kind of resistance on the rupee. So that view remains. It could take 2 or 3 days, but I don't think buying the bank Nifty or the Nifty is worthwhile, because of even after all this good news, PCA, this, that, bank Nifty has not recovered into the green. Now nobody is saying it's going to collapse from here, but I think a few sideways days on Nifty and bank Nifty could be there. So for the moment, Nifty, bank Nifty looks fully priced, and in that regard, you have bullish events for US dollar. So IT looks like it's getting ready for a bit of outperformance, but overall the market is likely to remain choppy, and lower levels should be used to buy, particularly on mid-cap, because out there also you had fairly large rallies. But the market is bottoming out, there's no question, and 200-day moving average 10,750 should finally hold on. Having said that, we have some buying coming into housing finance. So DHFL is a buy with a stop of 235, target of 252. You have JK Tyre, which is a buy with a stop of 107, target of 115. And India Bulls Housing is a buy with a stop of 860, target of 895.
Okay, any disclosures?
We have positions on tech stocks.
All right, Ashwini, thanks very much for joining in with your afternoon trades. Let's get into some more market opinion. Here's an exclusive chat we had earlier this morning with Mark Mobius, who spoke on a host of issues related to the U.S. economy, the farm loan waivers in India, and of course the expectations from the 2019 general elections.
The Fed is going to continue with this disposal of all these assets that assets, I should say, that they've gathered over these few years, and so we can expect further rate hikes, but it'll be at a much slower pace, in my view, particularly since he used the word uncertainty, since he said that there's a possibility of a slowdown in the U.S. economy. However, the uncertainty, the general uncertainty, gives people pause to pour too much money into emerging markets. We've seen some money coming in, but not to the extent that we would expect, given the very good growth outlook for emerging markets. What is concerning to us is the political talk about the farmers' loan forgiveness, which is palliative. Of course, it's very good for the farmers for the short term, but for the long term, it's not a very good move, I believe, because it means that you're not looking at the basic problems, which is infrastructure and other aspects which will help the farmers in the long run. In the short term, of course, the loan forgiveness helps the economy, and then you get a boost to growth. With this loan forgiveness, of course, you're going to see consumption skyrocket, and you're going to see many, many opportunities in the consumer area. definitely there'd be a real problem if you see the reforms that Modi has introduced disposed of. That would be a real backward step. Now, I believe that the Congress Party would not do that. They probably continue, but populist measures are not a good medicine for the economy.
Okay, let's pull up the stock of IEX. There was a board meeting scheduled today to consider a buyback. They have approved a 69 crore buyback at a price of 185. So that's about a 9% premium to where the stock is currently quoting at. But it's a small buyback, which is where I guess some disappointment may be, because the company will totally buy back only 1.23% of the outstanding equity base. So that's a small amount per se. The stock is still higher by about 1%.